On Monday.
Sharon, what do you do for a living?
I don't work, I stay at home.
Where do you stay?
No. Stay where now? I stay here in Nakuru.
With Sharon, do you know someone by the name Chequetv?
Yes, I do.
Who is she to you?
I'm her mother.
When was she born?
11th, July 2024.
Kindly repeat the date of birth again.
11th 06 2024.
I want you to confirm to the court whether this is a copy of her birth notification.
Shoot. Notification. Yes, it is.
Birth notification is PMFI1. With regard to Mercy Chequetv, what happened to her on 2nd February 2025?
The baby was feeling unwell, so I went to the hospital to check whether what the problem was for the baby was.
Which hospital?
Which hospital? PGH hospital.
Was that the first point of treatment?
It was the second time.
Not time. Was that where she was treated first on this day?
Yes.
At what time did she go to PGH?
Between 2 evening. Between 2 in the evening, in the afternoon.
So has she seen another doctor before she went to PGH?
The baby was sick, yes, but she did not understand why the baby was sick. No. No.
So what happened when she got to PGH?
So the baby was sick. She was not eating well. So they were told to be admitted. So the baby was given injections 3 times. Then later, she went to ask the nurse, please come and check on the baby because I'm noticing the baby is not okay.
So before you get to the nurse, you keep on saying that the baby was sick. Where was the baby sick?
The stomach. The stomach ilikuwa imefura. But that is the problem she observed, but she was never explained in depth.
Did she have any other symptoms other than the stomach and swelling?
No, it was only the stomach ache.
Okay, and so they got to PGH, they were admitted. At what time were they admitted?
In the evening, around 4.
And was the baby seen by a doctor at 4 p.m. or any other time?
Yes, she was.
What was the diagnosis?
The doctor said that the baby has the problem in the stomach.
Were they given any medication?
No.
So after observation by the doctor, what happened next?
Because the doctor did not explain to them why the baby's condition was the problem, because she's deaf, there was communication barrier. So what happened? After you went to the hospital, you saw the doctor, you said you admitted then. So the baby was put on oxygen. Yes, the baby was put on oxygen.
At what time was the baby put on oxygen?
Baby, time. In the morning, the next day. The next day in the morning.
No, I want her to explain. So they've gotten to the hospital. The doctor has examined the baby. And now the doctor did not explain what was wrong with the baby. So after that, you said they were admitted at 4 p.m. Between that time and tomorrow morning when the baby was put on oxygen, what happened?
We just slept.
Sorry,
They just slept with the baby.
She was just left with the baby.
They slept. They were admitted. You were admitted. Then after they were admitted, the baby was put on oxygen the next morning.
Okay. So the next morning, what happened?
The baby stayed on oxygen the whole day. Yes.
Then,
Then,
in the evening,
then at night, that day when the baby was on oxygen, her observation was the baby was doing well. Then at night around 9, she fed the baby and the baby was well. Later, there was a man who came. She thinks she's a student. She came and gave the baby some medicine. So her, she didn't know what the medicines were.
how
So-
was the medicine administered?
Injection, 3 injections. She was given 3 injections, but she was not explained to what the injections were for.
And then, what happened after the injection?
So when the baby was injected 3 times, she saw the baby was fine. So they slept together with the baby. Then she woke up. Then she tried calling the baby. Then she was shocked because the baby is not responding to her. So she went running, called the nurse, but the nurse told her, I'm coming, later, you have to wait. Then she went back again. She was told, I'm coming later. Then again and again she went. She was just crying. Yes, that is what happened. So she was not sure if the baby is dead or the baby is not dead or the baby is sleeping because nobody explained to her. Because the nurse who was in charge was just ignoring her. So she didn't even tell her what the problem of the baby is.
So did the nurse finally come and examine the baby?
Yes, she came. She saw the baby. She never explained what the baby is, and then she left.
And then what happened after the nurse left?
She came. She tried to help to see if the child can be awake, but it was not possible. She tried compressing the baby, but peer mouth to mouth she tried, but she never explained to her what happened. So the nurse just. Then the husband came. They stood there with them. Her, she was just quiet because she was in shock. So I she don't know if the husband was explained to or not. So after that, they were told to go home.
And at this point, had a doctor seen the baby from the point the nurse left her alone?
Yes, the doctor came to see the baby.
What did the doctor tell her?
The doctor said they have to move the baby, but her, she refused. She said
They have to?
they have to move the baby.
To where?
From the bed. They wanted to move the baby from the bed to put her to another bed. I think they wanted to transport the baby. But she said no, because my husband is coming. Wait for my husband first to come and see the child.
So during all this commotion, there is a nurse who's coming, trying to resuscitate the baby, and not being successful. Had there been declaration as to the baby's health or status?
What is the question?
During all this time, had the nurse or the doctor made a declaration as to the health of the baby or the status of the baby?
No, they did not tell her
So,
because she's deaf, so there was that communication barrier.
and was the baby moved from that bed to another bed?
Yes.
Which bed is this that she was moved to?
Or she was moved to a movable bed, a bed that can move. And then she was left there.
Did she get to know why the baby was being moved from that bed to another bed?
She did not understand. They did not explain to her.
And after her husband arrived, was there an explanation as to what was going on?
No, there was none.
Did the husband arrive alone?
No, he came with my father and my uncle and a friend.
So what happened when the baby was placed on what she's calling a movable bed?
From there, she doesn't know what happened.
Okay. And from her opinion as a mother, did she know what was going on with her baby?
Yes.
What was it?
From her understanding, she thought the baby is sick, but she didn't understand what the problem is.
No, at this point,
Uh-huh.
the baby is being placed on a movable bed, which she knows is wrong with the baby.
She didn't know. I was not aware of what was happening.
So what happened next?
The husband went and with the father, they went and they saw the baby.
Does she know where they went?
They went and they saw the baby. That is what I know. But where, I don't know.
So from there, after the husband and the father seeing the baby, what happened next?
Then they just kept quiet. Or the father and the nurse had a conversation, but her, she was not aware because there was no anyone interpreting for her the conversation.
So at this point, did she know whether the baby was alive or not?
I'm not sure if the baby was dead or was alive.
So after the conversation between the nurse and the father, what happened?
Yes. Finish. Communicate with the nurse. Finish. Then they left. They went home.
From there, was there any communication from the relatives, from the husband, about the baby?
When I arrived at home,
Yes.
there was no communication. Understand my question? I just went home with my husband.
So that was on 3rd February. So what happened on 4th February 2025?
When was date for? She's asking.
Now, they've left the hospital to this on the next day.
Okay. Finish. Then the next day, what happened? You finish. I just rested that day.
So did anyone ever tell her that her baby was dead?
No.
When did she come to know about the death of her baby?
Come on, baby. Let me ask you, when did you know that he died? She was not explained by anyone, so she didn't know.
Not even at the hospital, even at home.
And home? Then you go. You leave baby. True. You know baby die finish. How she's saying, the nurse took the baby and she went home. So she didn't know if the baby was dead or the baby was not dead.
So I'm asking, so this is on third, when
Yes.
the nurse took the baby, and they went home.
Finish. Then you family. Finish. Yes? Yes. So you know baby die when? So the time you were in the hospital, you knew the baby was died finish. For her, I don't know. For her, what she's saying, I am not sure if the baby was dead when I left her in the hospital. So I don't know if my baby is dead or my baby is not dead. That is what she's saying.
Later on, after she left the hospital on 4th or 5th February 2025, later on.
Yes. No. After you left home. Then you know baby died finish. After I left the hospital, I knew the baby had died.
Now she has left the hospital on Friday, knowing that the baby was dead. Did they try to make any burial arrangements for the baby?
You left the hospital finish. Then you go home. Then arrive home. You start planning for burial. Correct? Yes.
Which arrangements were these?
You leave baby. Then you husband. Then you start planning for burial. So when did you start planning for burial? Thursday. Yes, they started planning for the burial on Thursday.
Where was the baby supposed to be buried?
Baby burial before you plan. Bomet.
And does she know where the body of the baby had been kept?
The baby's body. Where? In the hospital.
Any reference to a specific hospital or a mortuary?
I did not see the baby body in the mortuary, so I don't know if the baby was kept in the mortuary or not.
Okay. She has also told the court that the baby was supposed to be buried in Mögue. Which was the date of the burial?
Which date? Fourth or fifth? 6th. I did 6th.
So what happened in this February?
So, me and my family, we around 10 to 11 there.
And then what happens?
What happened? Time what I finish in the you arrived there, then what happened? So they wanted to view the body. They asked where the body was, but they were not shown the body. They were told first, go and pay for the receipts.
Yeah.
So they were sent there. So after they went, they paid, then they came, they asked, where is the body? So they asked, they waited, they had the clothes for the baby. So they stayed there waiting. So she didn't understand what was happening. So they were being told later. Just wait. So she went and asked one woman who is working there, we've waited for 2 hours. What is happening? They were told, just wait. So they asked, some were ignoring her. So they asked, they stayed there outside, they waited. So she asked a friend, please, can you go and ask what is happening? Then they said that the body is very icy. It cannot be dressed. So they were told to wait. So they waited. Then she went back again. She asked, where is the baby? So she started crying. She started feeling disappointed. She started feeling angry. So I asked, where's the baby? Then she was told to wait. Then we waited. They waited again, They were so patient. She continued waiting. Then the sister went. She knocked. They had closed the door. So she knocked. She asked, where is the baby? So the sister started throwing tantrums. Then she asked, where's the baby? Then they said, now, just give us few minutes. The body is a bit melted. So we are about to dress the body. So they waited again. But they never brought the baby. They never brought the body for them to see. That is what happened. Then, yes.
So after the mortuary failing to bring the baby, which action did they take?
So they wanted to go to report to the police.
Did they make that report?
So no, they did not report. They said, please go and go back to they did not report. They wanted to meet the boss of the hospital, at least to have a discussion, because they wanted to know where the body is, and they also needed a report from the hospital. Yes.
Were they given that report?
Report from the hospital. Oh, they went. They reported. Then they came with the police at the hospital. Then the police are the ones who picked the reports.
So she has told the court that this day that she went to the mortuary, that's on 6th February, she's saying she was talking to some attendants, or she met some attendants. Are they in court today, those attendants?
Before you go, mortuary, people there, you see someone work there. The woman is here.
Kindly show the court,
Sure.
please. And the other person seated next to her, have you ever seen him?
She is requesting, can they remove the mask for her to see their faces clearly? I recognize the man
From where?
from the hospital, from the morgue.
What was he doing at the morgue?
Or the woman works in the hospital and the man works in the morgue. The man is the one who received the clothes for the baby. But she was confused, so she can't clearly see. But she can remember the man's face and the woman's face.
Miss Yona, I think I have just one or two questions. Ms. Stella, you will report the invitation to the witness. My question is, was she present at the time the body of the baby was booked at the morgue?
No, she was not
She was
there.
not present.
Yes. She did not see the body of the baby being placed in the morgue.
My last question is, did she have a chance? Did she have a chance to view the body at any time after the same was booked at the mortuary?
No, she did not. She did not view the body.
That will be all.
But according to her statement, alisema aliona mtoto was stuck na hatua. Hiyo ndio nimenotice kuna contradiction.
Okay, just ask questions. Do not explain. Ask questions. Ask questions. Hauna question hata moja?
Na hapa mbele yangu na mbele ya koti ushahidi utakatwa. Ushahidi utakatwa kuhusu kesi hii ni ya ukweli. Mungu nisaidie.
Please tell the court your name.
My name is Daniel. Keep Corey. That is my sign name. I am Mercy's father.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a preacher.
And where do you live?
I stay here in Nakuru.
You told the court that your Mercy's father.
Yes.
So, could you tell the court what happened to Mercy is from January 2025?
Best that. When baby Mercy, we left from Bomet with baby Mercy together with my wife. Then we came back here in Nakuru. My wife and I were staying together then. Then their father told them, please, you take care of the baby. She told her wife, please, you take care of the baby, plan everything for the baby, because he was going somewhere.
Then what happened to the baby?
So the baby had a problem with the stomach, ilikuwa imefura, but I don't know what the condition was exactly. So
When was this that the baby had this story?
when I'm not sure when, but after we came back from Bomet to Nakuru.
Okay. And in February, what happened?
They came back on Friday, that is. Yes. Then on Saturday, we went to another hospital. It's a small hospital near my home.
What's the name of this hospital?
Epilium Hospital. Then they observed the child. Then for them, they say this case we cannot handle. But they wrote for them a letter, a note which he did not understand. So they said, better you go to a government hospital, which is PGH. So he asked himself, why? Is the baby very sick or? But they accepted anyway. Then they went together with the wife to the hospital and the baby. So
what happened at PGH?
So they told the doctor, the baby's stomach is not okay. Then, when they arrived in the hospital, they looked for a friend of his who can at least assist them maneuver in the hospital. So when they went to see the doctor, the baby was a little lewa damu. So to know where the baby ni sick wapi, so akatolewa na syringe the blood, but they say the baby's blood is small, So he was hoping the baby will be okay. So they said the baby cannot go home. They should be admitted. So the baby and the wife were admitted. Then he went back home. So Sharon was taking care of the baby. They said maybe the baby will stay in the hospital for 5 days.
So what's happened after admission?
So when they admitted, the baby alikuwa anaendelea vizuri.
So can you remember the date that the baby was admitted?
On Friday. Date. They came back on Monday. Then they went to hospital. They stayed until on Friday. I don't understand.
The exact
And as you confused, you went to Bomet, finish. Then you came back. Or before. When you stayed in Bomet, the baby was sick. Then you came to Nakuru. On Monday. Or they went to the hospital on Monday. On Monday.
Can you remember the date of admission?
Date which? Not sure. Maybe date 2 or date 3 or date 1.
Is this in January or in February?
Jan. He cannot remember.
So after admission, what happened?
It was the wife and the daughter that was admitted. He went back home.
And while at home, was he speaking to the wife?
After you go finish hospital, then wife akakuwa admitted na baby, then you went home. True? Okay, he wants you to understand something. He wants to explain the baby was sick first in the stomach. Then the stomach the vagina started swelling. That was a different issue. So anataka kuelewa, anataka ku understand. How do you want to understand?
Most of the shoulders is that they went home in Bomet. They came back in January.
Finish. You stay then back Nakuru. Jan. Yes?
The baby got sick.
Then the baby became sick. Yes?
And they were admitted. Was the admission done in January or in February?
Jan or February. In January.
So now let's go to February.
So now
When the baby fell sick again.
baby sick again. Or when the February the baby had a problem in her vagina. So on Sunday evening, the baby became sick. So the baby was placed on oxygen.
Where, in which hospital was the baby placed on oxygen?
PGH.
And was he there?
You there? You there? Yes, I was there.
So after the baby was placed on oxygen,
So they were given the bed number where they're supposed to.
let him answer the questions you're asking.
Oh, see?
So they've gone to hospital in February, right?
Yes.
And the baby is placed on oxygen. So this means that the baby was admitted.
Yes.
So after admission, what happened?
So from the admission,
Yes.
he don't know what happened because he went home.
He went home. Huh?
Yes.
Was he in communication with the wife?
Yes.
And what was the wife updating him about the baby?
She's saying she was saying the baby now is fine. Sometimes she was saying the baby is not okay. So when she says he's fine, him was just praising, but he was worried about the condition of the baby, of the vagina of the baby.
Okay.
Yes.
So the second day after admission of the baby, what happened?
So him, the phone got lost, so there was no communication between him and the wife. So
The third day after
So
admission?
the third day after admission. First day, second day, you communicate. Was it on Sunday? Unajua, I think ni kama dates zina confuse.
We are talking about February.
Your wife was admitted the first day. Then you left, you went home. You go home. Finished. Then you communicate wife. Monday there was no communication. Tuesday. The baby died on Monday in the evening, but there was no communication the whole day. He lost his phone. So from Monday until evening, they were not communicating with the wife.
Did he find his phone on that day?
Yes, he
And
did.
after finding his phone, was he able to communicate with the wife?
You find phone, finish, you communicate with. Yes.
What did the wife tell him?
The wife was saying, I'm worried about the baby. The hospital, they are just giving her injection.
So after the wife told him that she was worried about the baby, which action did he take?
I only felt angry. Then he decided to go to the hospital.
So when he goes to the hospital, what did he find?
Oh, I did not go alone. I went with a friend and some relatives from my wife's family and an interpreter. Interpreter was there. And an interpreter.
So what did they find at the hospital?
So you arrive hospital. You find it. The time I arrived in the hospital, I found my wife crying.
And where was the baby?
Time you arrive hospital. Where was the baby? Where? The baby was on the bed in the hospital.
What was the status of the baby?
He wasn't sure how the baby was.
Did,
Sorry.
together with his relatives, did they get to talk to the doctors or the nurses to explain what was going on with the baby?
Nothing. No one explained to them. They were just told the baby is dead.
So, after being informed that the baby was dead, what happened to the body of the baby?
So then, for me, I left the body of the baby there. Then I went with my wife and my friend and the family members. We went back home.
When he says he left the body there, was it at the same bed where the baby and the wife had been admitted?
In a different bed.
Does he know that the baby was taken to the mortuary?
He did not see if the baby was taken to the mortuary. Because he left the baby in the hospital, not in the mortuary.
Can you remember the time that he arrived at the hospital with his relatives?
Around 11 there.
AM or PM?
Around 11.
Was it AM or PM?
Usiku. PM.
So, after they left the hospital, the next day did they come back to the hospital?
We left the hospital at night. Then I went at home. Then they stayed. We slept. Then the following day in the morning, I went back to the hospital.
And when he went back to the hospital, did he have a chance to view the body of the baby?
No.
And the following day, did he go back to the hospital?
Yes.
Did he view the body of the baby?
No.
Did they make any burial preparations for the baby?
Yes. There was a plan.
When was the burial date?
When? On on Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday. I remember the date clearly.
So on that day,
Mhm.
did they go back to the hospital to pick the body?
We did not find the body.
Were they given any explanation as to the whereabouts of the body?
They gave an explanation there's a woman here present who told them the body was icy. But I did not see that body, that they were saying it was icy. So they asked, is the body now well? Then they said, bado. So the woman walked away and just quiet. He walked away and he was quiet. He was not understanding.
At the end of the day, were they able to see the body?
No.
Why?
Why? I don't know. I don't know what,
Did they
why.
consult the management of the hospital for answers?
They were asking for the body, but there was a confusion. What was the confusion about? He was not aware, because him already he had preparations for the burial prepared.
So did they file any reports as to the missing body?
Yes, I reported to the chief. Where? You report where? Where? In PGH.
Did they visit in police station?
James. It's my James. Aya. Police. Station village. Police center. No, we did not go. We went later.
To which police station?
Which police station you report? Which? Captain Boa.
And in his evidence, he's talking about a lady who was explaining to them where the body of the baby was. Is she before court today?
Yes, she's here.
Please point her out to the court.
She's already in pink jumper.
There's a gentleman. There's a gentleman seated next to the lady. Do you know him?
I've seen him, but I don't know him personally.
So where did you see him?
First time you see Manuel. I don't know the man, but I know the woman. He's saying he saw the man in the morgue.
That's all.
Again, just one question for this witness. You did confirm that you were not involved in the cooking of the body at the mortuary. Was any member of the family, involved in the cooking of the body?
No.
Just one more question. You have said that you know the first accused, the gentleman who is sitting on the other side. What interaction did you have with him at the time?
We did not have any interaction. because he doesn't know sign language, so there was no communication. Yeah.
That is. Ms. Mögue, Mashari, any question?
The gentleman has said to aliniona pamoja, yes, tulikuwa na wao. Before niwaambie mtoto hajameli, anaweza eleza tulikuwa na yeye wapi kwanza. Before tufike hapo kwa mwili kukosa, unaweza eleza before tufike hapo tulifanya nini na nini na nini, tulikuwa wapi kwanza. Kwanza niseme tulikuwa kwa ofisi tukafanya nini na nini ndio tufike pale kwa mwili kukosa. Because they had an interpreter.
The interpreter that was present, they went together, and you told us, please give me some few minutes because the body is hard to put clothes on. When the body melts, then I'll give you the body. That is what you told us. So they went outside and they waited.
Kuna document tulijaza kwa ofisi. Nani aliwaitisha manguo na pasi?
You are the one who asked her. When ulisema uletewe hizo manguo.
That's all you want.
Those are the only witnesses we have for today. We're praying for the adjournment to call the remaining witnesses.
Any objection to the adjournment?
And not the objective that we have met with progress. We only plead that if you give a
A priority
in this
date.
matter, yes, so that
Councillor Mbe, any objection?
We have no objection.
So the month of December is a month for children. I'll squeeze you somewhere in November.
we'll appreciate that.
Matter is adjourned on basis of service month for children in November is either 19th or 20th, convenient for all parties. Just confirm 19th
Either is
or
okay.
when? 19th.
Either.
Either
Another 19th.
19th. Okay. So matter is adjourned, hearing on 19th of November this year. So Ms. Mudon just explained to them we are coming back after a month for the other witnesses to attend. You have explained it to them? Okay, thank you so much. You can diaries. Where are they for?
They have been referred to this court.